Scorching hot air swept through Springfield, and spiders fled to hide inside air conditioners. Marge instantly thought of a place where people were all complaining about the cold. The family quickly headed to the nursing home. Abe angrily scolded Homer. However, Homer claimed that he had never done anything good for himself his entire life, yet he was thoughtful and loving enough to put him in such a nice nursing home.
There is no worse home! I mean the one they put veterans in! You monster! Elder abuse!
Just then, the police happened to arrive to take Abe to the cemetery for questioning. It turned out they had discovered 2 bodies in a single coffin, and the person had Abe's business card in their pocket. It was from the private detective agency he had co-founded with someone when he was young. Seeing this, Abe declared that this was a free country, and you could do whatever you wanted.
Except on college campuses where you can say some things but not others, and it's unclear which.
However, Chief Wiggum wouldn't let it go, and insisted he explain everything. Abe had no choice but to quickly take them back to the nursing home, pull out a photo, and begin his story. It was a dull afternoon. It was already hot, and then a bombshell walked into the office. She was none other than Principal Skinner's mother, Mrs. Skinner. The young Mrs. Skinner wanted to hire a detective to tail her boyfriend, a wealthy, bald man named Burns. She suspected her boyfriend was cheating on her with someone younger and sexier. Abe found it hard to believe that anyone could be sexier than her. Mrs. Skinner quickly splashed some water on herself to cool down.
Towel me off.
In the heat of the moment, young Homer ran out and decisively helped cool them both off. Seeing that there was a child present, Mrs. Skinner said he couldn't take her case. At that point, Abe's colleague Billy stepped forward and took on this extremely dangerous job, because after that, he never came back. But the chief was very dissatisfied with this hasty account. A living person had disappeared, and he had remained indifferent and even started his own detective agency.
I'm not surprised. My dad never does anything for anybody.
Seeing this, Wiggum decided to throw him into a dark interrogation room, a place with no bathroom and terrible conditions. But Abe showed no fear. To him, this was an upgrade. After some investigation, Lisa discovered that the blood type of the body in the coffin matched Billy's. Lisa hurried to share the news, hoping to prompt further investigation. However, Abe remained unmoved. Lisa was furious about this and confronted him. Abe explained that he had tried. He even tracked down the last informant, Mrs. Skinner, but she refused to talk about the case and only wanted to pursue a romance. She did irrelevant things on every occasion. He got no useful information and nearly got drained dry. Fortunately, in the end, she revealed the scene of their last meeting. They had been tailing Burns. After Billy got out of the car, he told her to wait in the vehicle. Mrs. Skinner played with a Rubik's Cube all night and never saw Billy again. The trail went cold from that point on.
I guess I'll have to ask him. Luckily, I'm wearing my gun.
Later, Abe also approached Burns, but all he got was, "I can't say." Lisa was puzzled. Abe said the truth would devastate Homer.
That's the only code I know.
Since the case involved family, Lisa cautiously called in Bart.
Oh my god, we certainly don't want that falling into the wrong hands.
Bart swiftly brought Abe to Principal Skinner's house.
Seymour, shut the door and play with your little bunny while the grown-ups talk.
Abe asked if she had any important clues. He needed to confront Burns. To his surprise, she actually had kept something. After Abe tasted it, he understood everything. Just as he was about to leave, Mrs. Skinner collected her usual informant fee.
Okay, easy
Whoa!
now.
No, not that
That
elbow.
knee doesn't work.
No, my prosthetic.
Ow.
Oh, sweet Wendell Wilson.
Abe drove his mobility scooter and quickly found Burns. 40 years ago, he had done the same thing, but Burns claimed Billy had bought a one-way ticket for a long journey. You could say he went to paradise. Just then, young Homer suddenly ran in. He felt sick after eating too many crayons. Burns didn't want to waste words and opened the door to release the dogs. Several adorable yet fierce hounds instantly surrounded Homer.
Bad puppy. No love. Bad puppy.
Abe still wouldn't let up and kept pressing Burns. Burns had a sudden flash of inspiration. He said he would give Homer a job, and no matter how outrageously he screwed up, he would never be fired.
They don't need your help.
Help! Help!
Soon Abe agreed to this offer he couldn't refuse. Decades later, Burns deeply regretted it. He never imagined Homer could mess things up 742 times. Unexpectedly, Homer happened to overhear their conversation, but he didn't break down. He only felt joy at being unfireable. Looking back on all these years, he had indeed caused the company some trouble. Abe said he agreed to the deal because Burns guaranteed that Billy was safe, but now he knew the truth. Back then, Billy had discovered that the nuclear plant was cutting corners. Where reinforced concrete should have been used, Burns filled it with scraps of paper. So, when the truth was about to be exposed, he killed Billy. Burns helplessly remarked that you can't blame the villain for everything. Abe quickly tightened Burns's belt around his neck. On the verge of death, Burns explained that he had only bribed Billy. Billy was now living on a tropical island with the money, practically in paradise. Burns immediately made a video call.
Abe, is that you? Wow, look at you. You aged terribly.
The reason Billy hid away after getting rich was that he didn't want his ex-wife following him to enjoy the good life. But he had asked Mrs. Skinner to tell Abe the truth 1 week after the incident.
Agnes knew?
Just then, Mrs. Skinner pushed open the door and explained she had done it on purpose. Only this way would Abe mistakenly kill Burns, and the will she had painstakingly altered would take effect after his death. Abe snatched the gun and expertly unloaded the bullets.
How dare you blow the head off the bear I killed?
As one of the only two beneficiaries of this absurd case, Homer decided to treat Abe to dinner.
I'm done.
As for the two people in the coffin, they were originally a married couple buried together. The man had been a worker who printed business cards. He had not only Abe's card, but many others as well.
Hey, how would you like to join the force?
I think she's too young, Chief.
Lou, you can't know that until you give her a gun. Am I right, Ralphie?
Do I shoot toward the talking?